I am astonished. I typed out twice. What do I do? Where does my art expand from? Where have I found, and why do I humbly believe in what I'm going to tell you is the truth, the whole truth, and only you will know in your heart and in your mind. Please ask, please repeat what I am saying. Here it goes. If it is a letter, the letter has a shape. How did we write our letters when we began to spell? You do know I play with words. It is a magic spell. If you say it quick, it'll sound like a word. If you say it slow and separate the letters, you may only hear the letters. If I give you coordinates to put dots, and I told you give each coordinate a number, and I said connect a line between this number and this number, you will end up a possibility that you will create a shape of some sort, and that shape might be a letter, a number, perhaps a geometric shape. They gave us tools, and these tools, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, they are on our keyboard, on our calculator, and our telephones. They showed them round at first with 2 empty spaces next to a half moon where you ended up dialing all the time, and everything you're dialing to the half moon or the quarter moon. Think of it, maybe it's the quarter moon in space. If it's a word, it has letters. It has sounds. Every letter, would you agree or disagree, is in a position in the alphabet. And many times I have you ever heard that the letter A is the first letter and the letter Z is the last letter? If you had, then every letter has a number. According to certain games, I can exchange those letters, okay, and give them also, not exchange them, but give them colors. I use the roulette board. I can tell you that when you use numbers, whether it's the dartboard, whether you're talking about sports and it's hockey, if it's a word, it has letters. It has definitions. I use English and French. I use games to understand odds and compare and use my letters through games. I also use words that make up the planets. Mercury with no moon equaling to 103. Venus, number 81. Earth, number 52. Mars, number 51. Jupiter, number 99. Saturn, 93. Uranus, 94. Neptune, 95. And Pluto, 84. Every single one of them is going to tell a story. There is the reverse alphabet. So I'm going to leave this right here. I don't have a shirt on. Let me put a shirt on. Just give me a second. It's a little cold. There is also the reverse alphabet. I got a lot of little hairs all over the place. The reverse alphabet. There's gematria. Readers, you can go online and look up gematria on how to know the value of certain words. Can't post comments. Learn more. How come? We used to be able to post comments here. I want to see if this is live on YouTube. Give me a second. Okay. Yeah, it is. That's fine. I'm going to give it a check mark. And I can talk here. Let me see that. Yeah, I can talk here on YouTube, but I can talk here on YouTube. I don't know why I can't talk on StreamYard. I was able to chat. Let me see. Can't post, learn more. I can talk here. Hold on a second. V chat. Okay, it's working. It's working. Okay, so I like to look at these skull bones as the skeleton. I like to look. It doesn't matter if it's evil, if it's good. It needs a polarity. It needs a polarity for balance. Whether you're only going to use this side, whether you're only going to use this side, whether you need to go to both sides, whether you need to open the drawer or you need to close the drawer, but your arm needs to go towards the drawer. So your first movement is towards the drawer, then you open the drawer, then you close the drawer, then you remove your arm. So all these elements have to do with everything in creation. And I'm going to go back to the letters in the alphabet. Morse code, dots and dashes, sticks and stones. What do? I reconstruct from the tools that were given to us. Everything best I can. I like to do numbers. Well, actually, I can really do whatever I do. I don't prepare. I haven't prepared for this. I'm trying to understand more or less how I can stream to other channels other than just to YouTube. Very, very frustrating. I'm running out of memory. I don't like to lose time on how to do things. I wish somebody would just show me exactly how to do it so I don't waste time, so I can concentrate on moving forward. Like sometimes you would walk into a person's house and say, oh my God, it's a mess. But do you know what the person was doing? Maybe you walked in the wrong time. Maybe it's a mess because of the way you think. Look at that light. Look at that light coming off the sun, eh? Look at that pointed light. Can you see my fingers pointing light? Anyways, I'm not even sure where to start. I'm not sure who's here. If there was any questions, I can possibly try and answer them. I do not know anything at all other than the sources I have and the equations I create for the situations. It's just ironic, okay? And it's like you can say, well, when you're reading Sanskrit or you're reading hieroglyphics, how do you come up with an answer? How do you know exactly that's what it is? Because you go over the story over and over and over again. You know, like making cement, and you throw something else inside of it and you mix it up and you go, well, this blends and this, you know, or it's like separating stuff. So I'm not even sure. I got a couple of books I started in the last couple of weeks that I've been going through, reasons why things happen. I don't even know where to go into the book. Maybe I can start with just this one over here. I always see J and J. J is the 10th letter. J is the 10th letter. To connect them both, I need a T. T is the 20th letter. T20 connects 10J and 10J. Now there's a difference between the T and the I. Okay, and I'm going to see if I can bring out that design somewhere over here and explain the T and the I. You do see this here. That's all I'm looking at. Like it's right over here. With this 3, there's automatically 6. Where is 0.0, right? Where's 0.0? So you'd end up with, okay, so let me just look what I was looking for. Yeah, I have nothing scheduled here, so I don't know what I'll be doing. There's all kinds of stuff going on. I'm bumping into stuff I don't want to talk about yet. It might be at the end of this book. It might be in my other book. Like I said, I have nothing prepared. I'll go, you go bowling. There's an obligation in bowling that if you get 3 strikes, you mark 30 points in the first area. And then a strike. There's a rules and regulations to a strike. There's 10 frames where you have a possible of 3 throws of the ball in the 10th frame. Okay, it's definitely not in here. Mars and Earth. Mars and Earth. In Earth is Mars. In Earth is Mars. The key to it all. Here's something I just bumped into. The word matter has a value of 77. It's going to be a little bit of a smorgasbord, right? Try and keep up. It's a little bit of a smorgasbord. I was just talking about, look at that, I bumped into it. Here's where my T comes in, right? Here's where my T comes in. My J basically comes in over here. Here's my T. And what it is like the letter I is like more or less bookends. I'm going to show it to you this way. Like here's the letter A, and then I'll put the letter A over here. Some letters are made to pull apart. So if I use the letter I, I'm just thinking right now. I'm just thinking, some letters are just made to pull apart. Like here, we pulled apart. You see the top part and the bottom part is the I, or the in-between is the I. But the I is also the H. So the H or the I, the reason there is no 8, okay, because the 8 is a combination, okay, of 66. And if you want to see the artwork that goes with that, let me look. I hope I don't get taken away somewhere else. The moon. Ah, okay. See what happens over here. I need a dice cube, okay? Okay, what happens over here is you get to the 7th gate of gematria, okay? A all the way to 7, 7 all the way to 6. If you've ever counted in gematria, this is what happens. I show you the way up and the way down, okay? There's a way up and a way down, and this is below ground. This is below the alphabet. So I question, how do I mirror this? Or is this concave? And this is a way in, but from underneath and out. It's hard to explain the levels or the staircase going up in this design. But what you will notice is that when you have 66, you also have, how can I explain this? Well, here is 6 and here is 6. The dividing of the 7th gate, once you go above 6, you go into number 7 and you drop down 7, 8, 9. So the 8 falls in the 6th position. One is vertical, one is horizontal. H and I come together. For 17. H and I come together. A and J, 11. B and I, 11. C and H, 11. So for me, I believe that everything is created within this piece over here, C and H, where we would get D, E, F, and G. I'm not even sure if I should be designing it this way because there's also the other side, right? The other side, because there's odd, A, C, I are odd. A, C, I, and J are all odd, right? The odd and odd, right? Only B, C is odd. A is odd. B is number 2. H is number 8, the cycle in the moon. This is the 9th letter. It is odd. J is 10, but it is odd. 1 plus 0 equals 1, but it is a black odd. because the J, the 10th letter in roulette, and I'm going 1 through 26 in roulette. There's 2 ways to do the alphabet in roulette. The alphabet shifts in roulette. It gets chopped up because in roulette, there are 36 numbers plus the zeros. So C and H is where it all, and these are all 11. D and G is 11. E and F is 11. So maybe, okay, I should have put D. Maybe I should have put E and F. Maybe I should have set this up better and showing you that it's all 11s, but I didn't, and I should have. I'm sorry. So to get with this, we have 66. The only place there is an 8 is it's all around 1. 1 is everything. So when you flip it up, okay, it automatically enlightens 6 to create the 7th gate. And you need 2 of them. The heavens of birth. And it goes right over here. So with the 2 of them, you have now 6 and 2 is 8. But you will also say 1 and 5 is 6. So they come together. Or you would say 4 and 4 is 8. And you would have 3 and 3 is 6. Or you would have 4 and 2 is 6. And you'll have 5 and 3 is 8. There's mathematics that go inside of this. 5 times 3, 5 plus 3. Usually I do not multiply a second time to a double digit. I'll turn it into a single digit. Okay. So what happens, okay, over here is this number, 1 and 5 is 6. 6 and 8 come out of this result. Okay. After I do the multiplication, I get 15 and 8. So I get 5 by 3, 15. Slash 1 plus 5 equals to 6. And so I'll get 6 and 8. This 6 and 8 is the division of the 7th gate because it is the polarity of these cubes, considering the gateway, the cube. Now, if you want to see, I don't know if I have the artwork here. You know, there's so much work. It's all over the place. There's a lot of things that connect to each other. And I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do this where let me try and think. Hold on a second. Let me try and think here. I'm trying to, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do this, and this, this, and this, and this, and this. So it's the Merkaba, the Star of David, holding inside of it. I have a few of these done. This one is not good. I don't remember exactly how I did it, right? But it shows that the Merkaba is holding the cube, and it's sort of turned on an angle. And in order to show this angle in another design for an energy design, right here, you see the way I is. Anyways, there's an energy design. Let's see if I can find it in here. Yeah, it's right here. Okay. This is the Tesla power unit, I like to call it. There's a few designs like this. I've got them scattered all over the place. What it is here, if you look online, you will be able to see. And I have to, you know what, I don't use any references. I need to work with somebody. I find that there's just too much. Tesla energy art. I'm going to just put artwork in, see if I can come up with it. Tesla energy art images. No. What do you, I need to go with, what's his name? Nikola Tesla, universal energy. You know, I was writing before, and it just, okay, universal energy. We have that torus over here. I don't have the design yet. This is not what I wanted. No, I don't see it. I don't see it. So, oh yeah, here it is. Okay, here it is right here. Okay, I'm going to take this. I know it's not the, let me see, copy image. Let me go over here. Paste image. Whoop. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Paste image. Okay. Okay, hold on. Now I'm looking for where my SteamYard is. I'm right here. Okay, because I want to see what I'm doing. Whoop, that's not it. Hold on a second. SteamYard. Yeah, that's right. And okay, here, got it. I got it. Right here. Just give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Okay. Yeah. So it's right here. So you can see 9 is here. Okay, and I'm not sure if you can see this exactly. There's a fold in it. Can you see the star that's in it here, here, here? I don't know if it's done on purpose, but there's a 5 star inside of this. And I don't remember where the 5 star is, but there's a truth to this 5 star. It comes from another piece of art. I can't remember. It's also showing 88 leaning on each other, but 9, 6, 3. So we're going to go 9, 6, 3. Then it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So what I do in these, okay, is when you have all these dice, right? You have some that can be used. You only need 5, right? But you have more of them, right? If you have 5 dice, okay, I only can have you use 4. Okay, or hold on a second. If I have 6 dice, I can only have you use 5. Because I need to move this one here, I move this one here, I move this one up. I move this one over here, I move this one up, I move this one here, I move this one here, I move this one here, I move this one here. So you always need an empty space. Okay, so in this, I connect any of these 2. There are 3, but you can only create with 2. That's it. So 1 and 2 is 3, 1 and 5 is 6, 1 and 8 is 9, 4 and 2 is 6, 4 and 5 is 9, 4 and 8 is 12. 1 and 2 is 3. So they're reconnecting as they're connecting. Now you go 7 and 2 is 9. 7 and 5 is, again, 12. 1 and 2 is 3. 7 and 8 is 15. 1 and 5 is 6. So you can see when 7 and 8, the gateway connected, so did 1 and 5. 7 and 8 is 15. 7 times 8, you will now have 56. I like to call this the star system math because we get the 8 directions of the octagon, in which 8 directions, okay, there's 2 ways to look at it. We have 8 directions, but what about the pole? What about the pole in the 8 directions? So these 8 directions, okay, over here is really more than 8 directions because every direction is 3 directions. So there's 24 directions. And the reason for that is your flap is up, your flap is down, your flap is out. Then you have the pole, your flap is straight down. And then you can have the in-between directions, the cone, if you want to look at it. There's a 360 to it. You follow what I'm saying? 8 is 10 because you need a pole. You need a north pole and you need a south pole. And the wobble, the reason for the wobble is you need to use area space. Area space, you will not be exact area space. Everything needs a wobble. I don't want to get into that. It's me versus what you think, and I don't want to get into that. So right here, what I'm going to do is 9, 6, 3. I'm going to connect 1, 4, 7. So here's 1, here's 4, and here's 7. And you can see the way the Merkaba is tilted to one side. In this one over here, I connected the 1, the 4, and the 7. You notice it's the same triangle, okay, to the 8, the 2, and the 5. And you notice there's a little twist. And if you take a look, I don't know if you can see what I see, but it's going down, 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 down. I don't know. The design, the artwork, if I can find a way to show you that it's going down. It's not a flat thing. It's not just a 3D. It's going down. So that's that piece over there. Okay. Okay, I'm just trying to move this dice over here. Oh boy, I forgot I shut my ringer off. Someone was supposed to call me. Okay, so yeah, so we did that. We did this. Here's another way I designed the I letter. Okay, we have this. I want to see what else I haven't done. What was the reason for this? I have to try and remember. Oh, this was, first of all, I'm trying to think of, should I have made an area space over here? Here I designed this, trying to figure out what my numbers or what my area spaces have to be doing in order to fulfill the spaces. 10 under 10, 1 under 1, 10 and 1, 11, 9 and 2, 11, 8 and 3, 11, 6 and 5, 11. So the center of everything becomes 66 and 55. 66 is used for the word woman. 66 is the word freedom. Many times they say freedom 55. The gateway, okay, 5 and 6, 11, 7 and 4. 7 and 4 is Jesus. 7 and 4 is Jesus of time on the cross. 77 is the Christ. And the passage is through the 66. How does this convert? Does this turn around? Does this become the sun? I don't know. See the way I inverted it? 10 and 1, 1 and 10, 1 and 10. I don't know what's going on. 12 and 10, 22 bust out of the monkeys. Should I have left an area space? If I leave an area space, do I leave 1 square or 4 squares? If I leave 4 squares, I will have an empty space here. I will show you. I will show you what it'll look like. Do I count this as a single square right over here? Because I made it larger. If I would have made it in single squares, this whole thing turns out differently. So I'm not sure if I should tell you, look at this as 4 squares, or just look at this as a single cell. There is a huge difference. There's a lot you can't do with a single cell. There is no center to a single cell. There is no center to a 5 cell. But the minute you get to a 5 cell, and I'm going to try and explain this also. I haven't finished half my explanation. Why is this the moon? When you get to a single cell, right, I can't split it down the center because there's no way to split it. I don't have any lines. If I go to a 2 by 2 cell, I have a center. If I go to a 3 by 3 cell, if I go to a 3 by 3 cell, I can cut out a piece in the center. If I go to a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cell, what can I do in here? I can have an individual cell directly in the center of the complete cell, a cell that can't be divided. It can't be divided unless I divide it this way. That division is a solar division. And the reason I call it a solar division is because of the angle. Okay, and that angle is 45 and 135. So as a 135 angle, okay, there is the above the center, where I don't split, and below the center. The 135 angle, the letters say ace. The 45 angle says fox. It also says sun. It also says 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9 equals to 45. I didn't plus 0 equals to the area spot that I started, right? The area spot that I started, okay? The area spot that I started, if you want, okay, is in the 8th house, which is Christ, Jesus, the student. The student of Yo. The words we speak, the things we say from the past, all come from the codex of who we are into this world. Now you can also say, what do you mean the codex? Forget it. They're just a word. Just take it for the word. I say sun because the numeric value of sun to a 5-year-old or a 10-year-old child, we must remember we are the children of God. If we're going to learn, we must go back to the basics. A is the first letter, B is the second letter, C is the third letter. If you want to argue, well, why this and in my school that, I'm going in general. I can go in private, but remember, in the army, what is private? You have no say over the matter. And what is general? Sorry, what is private? Yes, is it when it's a private in the army, okay, you have no say. And when it becomes the general, well, you have to listen to the general. The general tells the private what to do. The mix-up of words between GP, right? General and private. So not only that, but now once we have an X involved, we have to understand strike. We must have to understand X marks the spot and all the words and terminology so we can use this as we see words. Inside the word fox, okay, as a total of 45, is the word O and X, and everybody's going, oh my God, that must be love, right? So the O, and I have to do things the way the paper tells me, okay? I could have put maybe the O this way. I didn't know. But if you told me the O, okay, this is water. French and English. Water has a 67 count. Mathematically, 1 times 6, 1 plus 6 equals to 6 equals to 7. O, 3 vowels. I don't know what it means. I haven't figured out that significance yet. Is 5, 1, and 3. This being the 21st letter, I added up to a Pythagorean count. 2 plus 1 is 3, but the actual value equals to a total of 27. Win a big red sun, water. This number will give you your freedom. With the multiplication of 6 times 7, 7 plus 6 equals to 13 equals to 24 equals to 42. Ding! I'm hungry. When I add the 2 up, 1 and 4, 42 and 13, it gives me 55. That is your freedom, 55. And at the same time, what did 1 and 6 do? They created 6 and 7. That created 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7. And then there's a whole thing you can do over here by crisscrossing numbers. by adding the numbers up here, 1 and 4, 5, 2 and 3, 5. And what's ironic about that is 2 times 3 equals to 6. 2 plus 3 equals to 5. 6 times 5 equals to 30. 5 plus 6 equals to 11. The total is 41. It doesn't matter which position these numbers are in, from 2 and 3 equaling to 5 to 4 and 1 equaling to 5. And that's what we get out of the 7 and 6, which comes from the spirit of the church. Why? Because the word church, and there are other words, has a total letter count, okay? CH and CH, 11, 11, 39, okay, equals to 61. But there is a breakdown between the black and the red letters according to how I use them in roulette, which gives me a 2, 3, 2 equation. So this equation will turn out into 11, 11 again. And the passage between 55, and it shows up in roulette, okay, the numbers over here will be 16, 17, and 18, and then the next row, 19, 20, 21. The total of this is 111. That's what happens. It creates the cube in the middle of the board. And the reason for this, it's the only position in the board where one number above the other number is of the same color. In roulette as well, when I spoke earlier, and I forget what numbers I used, but 1 is red, and 10, which converts to 1, is black, where 19, okay, becomes red. Again, when it gets converted, 1 plus 9 is 10, 1 plus 0 is 1. Inside the heaven, inside the birth in rotation. Remember, on the cube, there's 8 areas that go around. The totality is the 9, so you're including the spirit. Here you're not, you're going completely around it. Here, when you include it, you're getting your 6, you're getting your rotation to the spirit of church. And why I say spirit, because the S is the 19th letter. The P is the 16th letter, okay? Which 5 times 5, 5 plus 5 equals 25 equals 10 equals 35. That is electric company coming from the church, part of creation. This is a big number associated with many things. The I is the 9th letter. The R is the 18th letter. This as a combination is our 360 creation from freedom. 6 times 6 equals 36. 6 plus 6 equals 12, and 36 is 48. This is the word sun and Pluto. The 36, okay, this will be creating into the E world, okay, and this will give me the 18 and the 9, which is R and I. They are in the same family, okay. Their total value is 27. I can't explain this whole thing. I can just tell you that the birth and rotation shows up to the angel of Venus. R are angels of Venus. The numeric value to Venus is number 81. To create Venus and angels, you must use number 99. 9 times 9, 9 plus 9. If I would show you what all the numbers do, it's just amazing, the results and how you can compare the numbers. So it's 81, and this is number 18 equaling to 91. Since it's 99 total, and you started with 99, you can do all these mathematics and even flip the 99 upside down into 66. And that's where I showed you that everything gets divided in the gateway of 66. I want to find that page again. Where is the page? Where is the page? Not this one here. I still have to talk about that one, so I'm not going to go away from that one. Okay, I'm not going to go away from that one. I'm going to look over here Go back a few pages here. Loop to loop. One day, one day, one day. Backwards and forwards. Anyways, I don't want to bring that in the month of October. What Halloween is. Halloween is just before the 11th moon. This is, see this? The letter I and the letter H. How is it created? I forget what I did to do that, but there's a story inside of that. 5 and 2, the number to Earth, creates 33, massive Jesus. Okay, football field, size of the football field. Okay, not happy that I didn't find this. Not happy that, okay, here it is. Here it is. 66. In the heaven's gate, E-I-E-I-O. Opening up. After you get through the gateway of 66, you're now in freedom 55. Boom. 55. You come in and you live 5445. That is in the sun. Your creation is 3456. 3 in creation, 6 through the gateway, 4 and 5 is through the foxhole in the sun. Sun has a numeric value of 54, which is 9 times 6. And inside its own design, right? I don't even know where I am anymore, but inside its own design that many have seen before, right? Here's a 9, and here's a 6. So inside its own design, I like to see everything for me is a skeleton. It's all a skeleton. So now we have the 9 and the 6. See the X? See that 6 marker that's in between everything? Now my big question is, how do I find... I find that center here, the straight wall, and this center here. Then I find that center and I split it. And then I find that center and I like to split it that way. And then I can split it there and here. And this is my division of the rotation of 6 and 9. Now I'm going to have to make a whole lot more of these and stick them together somehow and see what happens to those two numbers, because numbers, you know, I got a dot here and that dot has a value of 8. I have a line over here and that has a value of 17. I give it that value because in roulette, when you put a chip, okay, in between something, I'm not sure which way I should go with this, okay, but when you divide a space with a chip in roulette, you get 17 to 1. When you put a chip on 4 corners, you get 8 to 1. If you put a chip directly in the center of one, it is 35 to 1. So there's codes that I believe, I mean, these are the codes and that's what it is, whatever it is. And then there's going to be words from this. I'm a little bit thirsty. I'd like to go get something from the kitchen. If there's a question you like to ask me, go right ahead. Right now, I'm just going to put the camera, I think I'm going to put the camera up over, let me see this. Let me see. Just give me 2 minutes. Just give me 2 minutes. Oh. Having a little tea. 2 minutes. Just give me 2 minutes. Getting a little something in the fridge. So just give me 2 minutes of time. Think of some questions. Maybe I'll make myself a toast if you don't mind. I'm really, really hungry. I don't want to stop the video. In fact, I have toast and the toast from breakfast time already. Wow, I still got breakfast toast. You know, I tend to continually repeat myself, and I have no structure, and that's what it is. You know, I'm going to accept it until I learn to, you know, give myself a little bit more what? Give myself a little bit more what? What do I have to do? Need more structure. You know what? Everybody's good in their field, right? Sometimes we all need a little bit of help. I don't deny it. Doesn't mean I'm lazy. Just can't focus on all these things at the same time. Just give me a minute. Give me a minute. I'm waiting for my toast. I'm on a, let's say I'm on a 10-minute break, so make it 10 or 15 minutes, okay? Make it, you know what, I'll try and keep it as short as I can, but I'm really, really hungry. At the same time, I picked up a screwdriver, stepped on my shorts, my pants. Oh, here's my pants. Oh, look at that. Got my pants. Put my pants back. Oh, the toast just jumped. Yeah, the toast just jumped. Let me take my stuff out of my pocket. Okay, the toast jumped. Give me a minute. Make myself a nice toast with some butter and jam. Take out a knife. You can see me maybe buttering my toast. Hey, wouldn't that be beautiful? Hey, I'm buttering my toast. I eat like a normal human being. Or maybe I do. I'm not sure. So yeah, there's and even time, you know, we have to calculate if 100% is everything, and we only use 60 seconds on 60 minutes. That means we're not using the whole 100% of the seconds. So that means we're missing what, 60 something percent? Right? We're missing 60 something percent. So 60 times 60 is 36. So that'd be 96. So we'd be missing 66.6 seconds of time. 66.66, and then what, something for the clock, right? Have you ever thought of that? Listen, I'm eating. I'm starved. So listen, I'm going to write. I'm going to see if I can write. Okay. If 100, you can't see that. Hold on a second. Hold on. Hold on. I'm going to see if I can get this. Just give me a second, see if I can set my camera up here. Oh my God. 100. We're using 60 seconds. So 66 times 6 is 36 is 3. 66 is 396. 396 plus 60 equals 99.6. So, $1.666 times 60 equals 99.96. And can that be the reason for the leap year? Jupiter in rotation, a time angel in the half-life. 39 represents the angel. 96 is in rotation. 1.5 times. They're streaming losses. Nothing starts until ABC ends. They are the first of their kind. When you write the word first, the letters we use are ST. When you use the word second, I'm going to get another toast. You used ND. When you go to third, which is 28, which is time heaven of the birth, which gives you your 55, but it doesn't only give you 55. To a Pythagorean count, to a single digit, 7 plus 8 equals to 15. 2 and 2 equals to 4. It becomes 4 and 6. Your freedom is 4 and 6. Zion 64, 0, 64 is real 64. This will create the numeric value to 24 and 10 equaling to 34 DC. When you get to 34 DC or 43, you become to hot and cold and blue and red, because these are all the associations between the colors. So when I'm talking about first, second, and third, the last one is your delta of choice is fourth, where T and H, okay, comes in from fourth all the way to 20th, of where the total here is 204. When you add 1 through 3, it equals to 6. When you add 4 through 20, it equals to 204. That 6 will end up in the center over here because ABC lives in the center. And the 0 is the 15th letter. 1 through 1 plus 5 equals to 6, but it's hearsay. So TH is from fourth. And when you come to the cube, the 6 has a 4 included in it. The 4 is the 4, and the 5 is the 5. So we change everything when we reach number 4. Its polarity is number 3. Now, does it have any backbone to back it up, but just on the dice? Oh, it sure does. It's got a lot of polarity to back it up. So if 4 is everything, that means we're separated between 1 and 6 and 5 and 2. Since 1 and 2 are inside of 5, and since 2 is inside of 6 and the polarity is 1, all we need to run with is 5 and 6, 11. Everything else, 1, 2, 3, 4, will create 10. But it's actually 1 and 2 separating 5 and 6 because of the polarity of 3 and 4. So how does this state? So I'm going to show you that the 12th letter is the letter L. The 13th letter is the letter M. M and L. At least we know they're in the same house. The E is before it. Secondly, we get the queen. We get the king. Queen is number 62. King is number 41. And with this, we get the bats mitzvah, and we get the bar mitzvah. For those who don't know, that the bar is when you come to the game of craps, you bar the 12. When you bar a 12, you're not just barring 12, you're barring actually 66. When you bar the 12, that means do you bar the polarity of 56, which is the student? The student of creation. The numeric value for the number 3 is 56. The doorway to all creation of the heavens is 66. It is the star system of adding up A plus B plus C equals to 6. A times B times C equals to 6. A equals 1, B equals 2, C equals 3. And once you get to 4, it switches everything. When you get to number 4, it switches everything. It switches away from 66. Yes, I can stop at B that creates C. So what happens is still 3 and 4. How do we show the polarity? Well, the 23rd letter in the alphabet and the 24th letter in the alphabet. Whoop. Remember, 23rd, RD, and 24th, TH. From third into time heaven. The reverse is 4. The reverse is 3. The reverse is 4. The reverse is 3. 1 and 2 for the L queen is a female. 1 and 3, 4 is a male. So we showed 3 or 4 different realities to the polarity of these numbers, and the bar mitzvah and the bat mitzvah, communication, 9 lives of the cat. So what happens when we come to this area over here? When we come to the delta angle, 3 and 4 are participating. I'm going in singularity and in double. I can't go anything less because this size square, when I bring down to the sides, there are 2 included. Yet when I do it the opposite way, there's only 1 included. So when I go from here, look at everything that's included in this one, in the top one. 6, 7, 8, 9 is included over here. Anyways, this is under scrutiny, right? So we have 5 equals to 1 and 2, 1 times 2, 1 plus 2. Inside the 4th house, we get 3 and 4. So this is creation of the spirit, alpha, beta, and the student. This is where the spirit comes in. Here is the student. Right over here. In creation is the student, 365. 343. Looks like it's the 7th gate. 7 times 7 times 7. 343. So there's a whole lot of stuff going on. I like to regard this as the rotating day. You see, once the pole is around you, we go here, here, and basically here is your day. You're coming into your day. Okay, you come into your day, you go all the way around, and then you come out here. Almost like going over the same spot twice is the way I'll see it. You come into your day, you go back in your day and forward, unless this has to do with something with your mind and maybe part of your sleep where you're coming around to reflect on your day. I don't know. This is the gematria backwards, bag, jug, scum, bag, rack, things that go together, things you put in a rack, words that say rack, things that say bag, scum on the floor. This is the moon, because the way this was created and folded over is by using 5, 7, 7, and the 5 you can't see because it's turned the other way, and that is the moon. And when this is done, it will turn into what numbers 33. We showed this one, the Star of David on an angle. So we're going to just like go on that angle through. 45, yes, we spoke about the sun and fox before. Well, F is the 6th letter. O is the 15th letter. X is the 24th letter. So inside the house of F is O and X, which is 15 and 24 equaling to 39. The love angel, 66. They changed Highway 66 in the U.S., okay, that ran through all the towns. And now they intercept it with highway 80. 3 times 22, 4 times 20, 420. The French, it's said very special. 80 is said in a special way. There's the cycle, the year cycle on how it works. Months, 1 month, 4 months, and 7 months. This is an obligation design. I'm not really sure where I was going, except I divided up the letter I. We've gone over this polarity in letters. Here's another 6 and 9 in rotation. Jesus, Son of Christ. Jesus, Son of Christ. Mars. The difference is 20. Maybe that's the gateway. The moon, the difference is creation. Luna, the difference is birth. Earth, okay, the difference is 4. I try to find the differences. And what I'll also do with these is I'll either multiply it and add it and create a single digit. I'll find out from where 52 came from or what it can be created, or I'll reduce it to something more perfect, like 4 times 13 equals to 52. 1 and 3, it creates 3 and 4, this mathematics, so there's a whole new equation here. Inside of here, here's another piece off of Tesla. And what this does is I can show you this with my, what's it called? This will create a 5-point star. I've done this. I'm going to see, let's see if I can find the Tesla star. Just 1 second. I'll show you that. Even the original 6 hockey teams, you know. Tesla, Einstein, what do you think? Tesla, JPEGs, let me see. Well, I'm not sure if, yeah, I'm not eating anything. So there's these pieces of different ways to connect the Tesla numbers, right? In this one, okay, I connected 1, 1, 3. In this one, I connected 4, 6. In this one, I connected 7, 9. And everything comes into the same point. This is what the design becomes. In this one, it was 2, 5, 8. In this one over here, it sort of looks like 3 different stars of David. But in this side here, I went 1 over to 3, over to 7, back to 1. You see the dimensions that are inside of that right over there. I went 9 and 4 is 13. 9 and 7 is 16. And the reason for that is 1 and 3 is 4. 4 and 6 is 1. 1 plus 0 is 1. I want to create 1, 4, and 7. So 3 and 7 creates 1. 2 and 8 create 1. 1 and 6 create 7. 1 and 3 create 4. 9 and 1 crisscross here create 1. 9 goes over to 7 to create 7. 9 goes over to 4 to create 4. 5 goes over to 2 to create 7. 5 goes over to 8 to create 13. 1 and 3 is 4. And you can see the levels of dimension inside of here. You can see it's duplicated. But anyways, each one of these is because of the Tesla energy is telling us each one of these. What did I do over here? I went 1 to 3. I think I put all the numbers together over here. Then I went with 3, 6, 9, 9, 6, 3. I recreated. I don't remember exactly what it is. I got a teeny weeny little bit of a headache. I did not find, let me see, did I get the Tesla energy thing out here? Yeah, that thing over there is actually this over here, in which, let me take another look if I can find it. Just 1 second. Tesla, Einstein. No, I can't find it. It was a piece of art. No, I can't find it. So what happens, okay, by connecting 9 all the way over to 3, okay? And then all the way over to, what is it? 3 is over here, 9 over to 3, and 9 over to 6. So I got 3, 6, 9 here, right? But I extended the lines all the way. So it creates this. So I have a point over here. I have a point over here. I have created a point over here, a point over here, a point over here, a point over here, and a point over here. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anyways, I can't count them all, but you will see at the end that if I cut everything off at these points, I'll end up with 5 points at the end. 1 point, 2 points, 3 points. Okay, I don't know. Little tired. I want to say Raphael 7286 and a constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching this video.